Good morning. So today I'm going to continue talking about Rizal's visits to the United States. So now I will discuss Rizal's journey across the American continent. On May 6, 1888, at 4:30 p.m., Rizal boarded a ferry boat from San Francisco to Oakland, 9 miles across San Francisco Bay. He boarded the train in Oakland for his journey across the continent. He ate his supper at Sacramento for 75 cents and slept in his couch. Early the next morning, it was May 7, 1888, Rizal awoke to a nice breakfast in Reno, Nevada, now known as the biggest little city in the world. So, here is a short summary of the results of Rizal's trip in America. From May 7 to May 13, Rizal wrote in his diary about wonderful recollections from Nevada, Chicago, and Albany. So he had his first stop by a ferry boat in Oakland, then in Sacramento, where he ate his supper for 75 cents and slept on his couch, and in Reno, Nevada, where he had his breakfast. So there are places Rizal visited, and he took notes and gave some description of each location. Like in Utah, where he saw Mormons thickly populated. In Colorado is a place with a lot of snow and pine trees, according to Rizal. He also visited Nebraska, where he observed the Omaha River, which is double the size of the Pasig. And it was in Albany that he saw the Hudson River for the first time. So in May 13, 1888, Rizal arrived in New York on a Sunday morning, bringing his journey across the American continent to a close. He stayed in this city, which he called the Big Town, for 3 days and visits the scenic and historical sites in the area. And he was also inspired by George Washington's memorial. He believed that George Washington was a great American, and he wrote a letter to Mariani Ponce that this man, Washington, is a great man that has no parallel to this country. So next day, I mean Rizal sailed from New York to Liverpool on the city of Rome on May 16, 1888. So according to Jose Rizal, the city of Rome was the world's second largest ship at the time, with the Great Eastern being the largest. Rizal saw the Statue of Liberty on Bedloe Island. So here are some Rizal's impressions of America. Rizal had both positive and negative impressions. So let's start with the positive one. So the country materials progress as evidenced by great cities, vast farms, thriving industries, and busy factories. As we all know that America is a prosperous country. Second, the American people drives and energy. Third, the land's natural beauty. People would enjoy the magnificent scenery that America has to offer. Fourth, the high standard of living. And fifth, the opportunities for better life offered to poor immigrants. So the negative impression of Rizal was the lack of racial equality in America. True civic liberty does not exist, since a black cannot marry an American and an American cannot marry a Negro. Next, there is racial prejudice as evidenced by their hate of Chinese, Japanese, and African Americans, as well as their preference for money over human life. They value money more than human life. So in the year 1890, Jose Alejandro, who was studying engineering in Belgium at that time roomed with Rizal on the third day. Alejandro had never been to America, so he asked Rizal what his impressions or feelings were here in America. Rizal said that America is the home of freedom per excellence, but only for white people. So it means America is wonderful, but only for white American. Other than that, they don't value others. So that's it. That's all. Thank you. Thank you for listening. I hope you learned something from my report. I am Flordeliza Caysido, together with Miss Cynthia May Bergula, as we previously discussed Rizal's visit to the United States. Have a wonderful day and may God bless you. Thank you.